This is the Big Don production and Jerry Green Gospel Sports Talk, and our host tonight is Minister Henry Green.
All right, how's everybody doing this evening? Like Donald said, I'm phoning in for my brother tonight. We'll go around and everybody introduce themselves. Start with Bruce Austin. How are you doing, Bruce?
Doing great, brother.
All right, Larry, how are you down there in Baltimore, right?
Frederick, Maryland.
Frederick, Maryland.
Yes,
how far
sir.
is that from Baltimore?
It's about about an hour.
Oh, okay, not too far. And Anthony,
Nah.
how you doing today?
I can't complain. I'm doing good. Doing good.
All right, and Donald, how are you?
I'm great.
All right. So we'll start with the NBA, and we're gonna go to the NFL. There's a lot to talk about over there. So Damian Lillard, he signed a 2-year deal to go back to the Portland Trailblazers, and they already have Drew Holiday. So I was just wondering what you guys' thoughts were as far as him going back, and do you think him and Drew will actually play together? Bruce, let's start with you. See what you think.
Yeah, I think what the deal is, Holiday can be there. Lillard might not even play the whole next year. So they got Drew there, and you know when I first heard that, first thing I thought was that Lillard was going back home because he's gonna retire there. That's the first thing I thought, especially since he's not gonna play the whole next year. You know what I mean? So that was my thought. I didn't think that they brought him back to make a difference to the team. I thought they just brought him back home. You know how some players they go away, then when they get ready to retire, they bring them back to retire. You know, because that's really his home now in Portland. You know. So
all right, Donald, what's your thoughts? Were you done, Bruce? Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's okay. My thoughts on it. Yeah.
A waste of money. I mean, Dame gonna be out pretty much all year. I mean, Drew Holiday, I don't see no championship coming there. So maybe they plan to rebuild. I don't know what they plan to do. I know why he went back. I have to agree with Bruce. Maybe he just wanted to be home, to go out home. That's why. But for them needing him or building something around him and Drew Holiday, I'm missing something.
All right. What about you, Anthony?
Yeah, about the same. I mean, it's sort of a victory lap, I guess to a certain extent. If you get at this point now, if you get even a good year out of him, you're sort of evens out. But yeah, this is they're already sort of a young team that's trying to find themselves. I mean, maybe he becomes like a pseudo assistant coach while he's there.
Right. What's your thoughts, Larry?
Yeah, he's already paid for it. It ain't costing no money, you know. So that's the main thing. It wasn't a big investment. He's going back home. I think he'd be happy that he'd be close to home. I think he's relaxed there. I think it's more of his experience and working with the new guys. He's not there what they win a championship or nothing like that. He's not going to make that big of a difference, but his experience can help the team build, though.
Yeah, so my thought, Damian spent his whole career in Portland. Then they traded him, Drew Holiday, for ain't that how it went? He went to Milwaukee
with Milwaukee, right?
And then Milwaukee traded Drew, and then they thought then Boston wind up getting him. So he didn't win the championship. So now he's back. And he's probably going to wind up just staying there. He's going to be one of them guys. He's going to be a great player, but he's going to end up with no ring. That's how I see it. Because he's what, 34 now? Is he about something like that?
Right.
At least.
Right.
Yep.
So he's probably going to be out this whole year.
Yeah.
So I just look at it where like you guys were saying, and he's going back home. And he chased the ring because he was there in Portland. And I guess everybody pressured him, well, you should leave Portland because you didn't get no ring, but it just didn't work out for him. But for Drew Holiday, it worked out. Now, to me, Drew was with Boston. Now, the young guard that they had in Portland, they traded him to Boston, I believe.
No, they got they
Did
drafted Scoop. They drafted Scoop Henderson to take Lillard place.
Okay, so who did
he's
they
still there.
Boston to? I mean, for Drew Holiday. Then they
Yeah,
traded.
it wasn't Henderson. I don't know who
I
that
don't
was.
know who it was, but they traded a player when Boston started, trading the guys off. They traded Drew Holiday to Portland. So I don't know who they got in exchange, but they got somebody in that trade. I thought it was one of their younger guards, but we'll see. But that's my thought on it. So now my next topic, real quick. Now Devin Booker, he's now became the highest paid player in NBA history. He'll be making $72 million a year. So Phoenix, they got rid of Kevin Durant, they got rid of Bradley Beal, and so they holding on to Booker. And Booker's only 28 years old, and he's the highest paid player in the NBA right now at $72 million a year. Do you guys think Booker's gonna wind up being one of them other great players that's not gonna have a ring? What do you think, Donald?
Yeah, I don't see him actually getting the ring. I mean, I do see Phoenix is trying very hard with some of the moves they have made, but they don't seem to be getting paid for what they be doing. Booker gonna go down as a great player, just like Damian Lillard we were just talking about, without a ring, unless somewhere along the line he goes to a better team. Is this a lifetime trade with him? Will he have a chance to opt out?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's only 2 years.
It's only 2 years.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And that was an extension. That was
Oh,
extension. We're talking about 3 years from now. And the money he extended for, they'll be getting way more than that when that year comes. So
yeah. But right now he's the highest paid. But unless he get to a better team, I don't see who Phoenix actually at this point doing anything.
Yeah, I agree. What's your thoughts, Bruce?
I agree with Don, man. They gave Book all that money and they got rid of Bradley Beal, they got rid of Durant, but I didn't really see nobody that they brought in to replace them. I see where they gave Book all that money, but who did they bring in to replace them guys that they got rid of? So I definitely agree that he's gonna be one of them guys that not gonna use none of his fingers to put no rings on.
What about you, Anthony? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, he'll be using that. I guess he'll be using those fingers to count them checks more than anything else. But it's weird because, like you said, you thought that they were clearing all these guys for salary and they were going to maybe sign a few folks. I think they signed one guy, nothing major. But yeah, to give Booker all that money now, it makes it even tougher for them to add to that team. I don't understand. I don't understand what the franchise is doing. Are they literally tanking for this year and hoping for the draft or whatever? But it sends a to me. If you're a fan, you got to be angry with what's transpired so far.
Yeah. What about your thoughts, Larry?
yeah, the extension is like they planning way in the future, but Booker don't understand getting that extension now and not waiting. He losing money, but they just did that so they can set themselves up later. But they have no intent of planning for winning right now. They ain't got the pieces.
Okay, Pastor, how you doing, man? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Did you say something? I can't hear you though. All right. Yeah, we can't hear you. That was the same problem they was having with me. I don't know. So here's my thoughts. Now the year that Phoenix made it to the championship, I think they lost to Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, in 6.
Yeah. So the guys that they had were Cam, what was it? Cam Newton, was it Cam, what's it, Cam? They had a
Cam Johnson.
Yeah, Cam. And they had another dude on the team too, man. They had a couple nice guys.
They had Bridges. They had Bridges from the Knicks.
Bridges was on the
They
team.
had Cam Johnson that just went to
Cam
Denver.
Johnson, right. So they had all them guys, but where they made their mistake at, when they traded all them guys to bring in Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Hey, Henry, they had Alton. They had Alton too, the center.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alton, yeah. So they went all the way to the NBA Finals. They was in the finals, man. And they busted up that team. And for Kevin Durant, and then they brought in Bill, I think the year after that, or whatever. But all their bench that they had, all them guys that they had, they cleaned that bench out. Because remember when they brought Kevin Durant, they ain't had no bench. Because they were like, all right, we gave all our guys to Brooklyn so we can get Kevin Durant.
Right.
Didn't they have Chris Paul there too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris Paul might have been there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, he was playing point
He
guard.
was there,
He
yeah.
was playing point guard, okay?
He was
So
playing.
they made it all the way to the NBA Finals. So why you want me to hear you? What's your thoughts with Devin Booker now? They signed him to an extension. He's the highest paid player in the NBA, making $72 million. Do you think he's going to be? And also, why? Because you came out late. We talked about Damian Lillard. Now going back to Portland, they have Drew Holiday on their play. So let's get your thoughts while you're there about Damon and also Devin Booker.
I think good move for Damon going back home. He never really wanted to leave. He loved the city and all that. He just wanted to win a title, and they wasn't building. So I think it was good for them actually to reach out to him because he's like that franchise player, there. So I think it's a good move for him, even though he's not going to be playing this year. As far as Booker, it's almost the same thing. Booker is their player. They draft him. Everybody else is they just, brought in. But Booker is the one that they drafted right out of college and going to build around him. With their thing they thought that Kevin Durant would get them over the hump because they needed a scorer with that team that went. But like you said, they gave up all of their bench to get him, and it didn't work out. Sometimes you got to take that kind of you got to take a chance like that. But a lot of teams been taking a chance and it ain't worked out yet, man. Except for Golden State because they was already a great team,
Right. So I agree. Anybody got any thoughts about Devin Booker or Damian Lillard?
Yeah, it's just
Look
at, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was saying,
Larry.
I'm looking at the 2021 roster, and I think Booker is the only starter that's still left. Everybody, literally half, more than half, 3/4 of that team is gone now. And again, you just understand the direction they're trying to go here.
Yeah, it's crazy. They made it to the finals. I don't know if Booker gonna get back to the finals anymore. But I don't think so.
Yeah, but Larry made good sense with that because like he said, if from my understanding from what he said is Booker as of right now, he's not the highest paid in the league. That don't kick in until this contract run out. Is that right?
Yeah, it's an extension.
Yes. 29.
Yeah, it's an extension, so he's not feeling none of that money right now.
Okay.
He's not gonna get that until say he got one more year on his original contract.
That is 2029.
After that run out, then the 2 years will kick in. But Larry made a good point when he said that Booker might lose money because every time they sign somebody, the price go up. So in 2 years, the highest paid might might be 80 million a year.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, so I understand when he said that make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but see, Booker ain't gonna bring no ring, so it ain't gonna really matter.
Now, but see, they can these next 2 years, they're gonna have to fill that gap before the 2 years kick in. See, they got 2 years to fill that gap with Durant and Bill leaving.
Yeah.
See, that money don't kick in, so it's not going to affect their salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
So they still got a chance to add some players before Book is eligible for this money.
Right. And Booker's still young. He only 28 years old.
But Booker might be the only one on the losing end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So
That's why I say he might
got any more
be
thoughts
the
that,
one
Mike?
on the losing end of this money.
Yeah, he might be.
Because it's really going to be 3 years. It's really going to be 3 years. This year here, and when he get that money, somebody else gonna sign and gonna be hired. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he should have waited and got that money, and you know what I mean?
Right, right. That's what I think the Joker's doing. So let me ask you guys this. Now, Joel Embiid, he's 31 years old. Okay, I believe, if I read it right, this is his last year in his contract, I believe. If I'm correct. Like, somebody can look it up. But he's 31, and if this is last year, and there's no timetable on when he's going to come back. The last 2 years, 3 years, he really hadn't played that many games. The 76 shouldn't have never let him go to the Olympics. He was dragging one leg in the Olympics. But if you were the 76ers, would you give him an extension at this time? What are your thoughts, Pastor? Would you do that?
Joel Embiid, how many years in his contract?
Who'd you ask?
You.
Yeah, asking you,
Me?
Pastor.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. No, they already did it. He hasn't delivered a championship. He hasn't even delivered an NBA final. He's been hurt almost every year. No, I wouldn't extend him. Nope. I
What
cut
about
my
you,
losses and move in another direction.
What about you, Ant?
No, I too many, too many injuries. He's just,
Yeah.
he's been a great player when he's been healthy, but he's got to earn that salary now. Especially this is his walk year, and he's not just playing for the Sixers. I think he's playing for the rest of his career at this point in time, right?
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Larry?
I see him hurt too many times. Every year there's something. He'd be great to pick up, but I wouldn't sign him to no max contract. If I can get him for, if I can get him for anywhere near 40 million, I take him. But if you're going over that, and I wouldn't sign him for no more than 2 years, because if you sign him for a long-term contract, you probably get 2 years.
Yeah.
If that.
The Lakers should sign him and let him sit the whole year until it comes to the playoffs. Don't even let him play. Let's sit on the bench with a Laker jersey on.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
What's your thoughts, man? If you were Philly, with Joe, if this is his last year, which if I read it correct, I think this is his last year on his contract.
Yeah.
Would you give him an extension? He's talented, but he stay hurt.
We're talking to Bruce or me?
No, you.
Me? Well, I would be shopping around and see can I find me a sucker to take him, for a lot of money. Try to get as much as I could out of whatever somebody out there got caught sleeping, and I get a chance to get rid of Embiid and get me a lot for him. That's what I would be doing. Right now, I'll be trying to see, well, maybe like 40 million. I would want more than that, Larry, and I'm sure that somebody might be sleeping and thinking they got a deal. like Walt taking them and saving them for the playoff.
For 70 million? Yeah, I wouldn't waste that money on him. Not no 70 million.
Yeah, well, if I can get that, I can see that you got a lot of money to go out and do stuff with. You got to worry about no cap or nothing if you can get rid of Embiid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Bruce? What are your thoughts?
I tell you exactly what I would do. I would let him finish out his contract, and if I couldn't get a sucker, I would let him walk. $40 million, I wouldn't invest $40 in him at this point. It's not like he's been in the league. It's not like he's been in the league 2 or 3 years. You know what I mean? This has been his whole career hurt. His whole career. I don't think he played a full season his whole career.
No.
College
And
too.
and Philly be hurt the most at playoff time every year is at playoff time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would let him walk. I would just count my losses and let him go if I couldn't get a sucker to trade him.
Yeah, I agree because
Henry,
go ahead, Ian.
Henry,
Go ahead.
19, 39, 66, 68. Those are the last 4 years. That's how many games he's played. 60 and 66 was his MVP year.
Wow. And now he came in, I think the first 2 years he didn't play.
That's the
Right?
first 2 years.
play.
Wasn't it like what was their weight process, whatever what it was? And then the coach, as soon as he got healthy, they fired that coach. They did good, but that's just how the NBA is, man. But he's a very talented young man. He's only 31, as far as in life, but as a basketball player, being at his age, and the size that he is, I don't think he's ever going to be healthy for a whole season. That's just my take. And
Well, let me
go ahead.
let me say this right quick. He got that Kawhi Leonard attitude too. Want to limit his playing time and all that. He got a bad attitude now when it comes to that. He's not willing to get out there and give it his all. If he stump his toe, he's gonna sit down.
But that'd be good. Low management for him. Wait till you close to the playoffs. In his career, he had to be the man. He had to be the main focal point. Take him up with being the main man, like almost a bench player. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let him get all the rest he needs, and when playoff time come around, if you got a good enough team, he can help you out. But he's not going to be the man though.
Yeah, so Philly, and between him and Paul George, I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Get rid of both of them. Get rid of both of them.
George is hurt already though.
Yeah,
George hurt already.
He got hurt, I know, during workouts or something. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But they're saying that his injury is not as good. They're saying that he's going to be ready at the start of the regular season. But we'll see. So one more NBA question I'm going to go with, which Bradley Beal. We know that Phoenix let him go, and they waived him because he had the no trade. So he signed with the Clippers. So the Clippers they traded what was the boy, the guard name? Help me out, you guys. They traded him to Miami. Y'all remember who the guard was?
But in the Bradley Beal trade?
No, not the Bradley Beal. They traded.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, because I brought it up the last time I was on. I brought it up. What's his name? Come on, Ant. You're the expert.
Yeah.
The outside shooter. Oh my God.
He was getting buckets for the Clippers. But anyhow, so
he went to Miami. It's a great deal. Great deal.
So they brought Bradley Beal. But I don't Bradley, to me right now, the other guy that they traded currently right now is better than Bradley Beal. Maybe if it was Bradley Beal 4 years ago. But so what do you guys thought? Anthony, let's start with you. What do you think?
Sort of loading chairs off the Titanic in a sense. It's not going to make that big of a difference. It's again, he's one of those guys. Now it hasn't been an injury thing with him. It's just been more of his, from his rookie year to now, his play has just deteriorated over the years. He's become, he's just an average player. at best right now. He had some great years, those early years in Washington, but now he's just a middle of the road guy, no more, no less. I mean, it's maybe he has a little bit of resurgence, but I don't really see where this is gonna like put the Clippers over the top, so to speak.
All right.
Norman Powell. Norman Powell.
Norman Powell. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Walter. You can tell, hey, our minds ain't as young as they used to be. Bishop, happy birthday to you. Well, your birthday tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing, brother? Hey, so
Well, I'm kind of trying
doing
to.
this, we're talking about Bradley Beal. He signed with the Clippers. So and Norman Powell, who was definitely a Mr. Bucket, they let him go. So they brought him. So do you think he's going to help the Clippers in any way?
The only thing Bradley Beal's going to do is collect a paycheck. That's pretty much it. I mean, I don't want to say his best days are behind him. Bradley Beal, I mean, he's a nice guy, but he's not what you call that go-to. He had, and Anthony already said it, you know, what I heard now. His best days in Washington, him and John Wall and that whole group right there, I think he's seen his best days. Bradley Beal's he'll probably be a good fill-in, give somebody a little bit of time off, but I don't know. Clippers, I'm just trying to, I don't know what the Clippers are doing anymore. I sort of kind of stopped trying to figure them out.
All right. Larry, what's your thoughts, man?
Bradley Beal has been a bum since day one. Since before the trade. Before the trade, I told everybody that was a big bust because I've been watching Bradley Beal for a while. Even when he was with Washington, he wasn't that great. He would score, but he wasn't that great. And when he traded to Phoenix, the stuff showed out. It showed up. All the things came to the top. He's not a great player.
All right. Pastor
Henry.
David.
Henry. But listen, look at his numbers though. Bradley Beal from 2017, he averaged 23, 22, 6, 25, 6, 30.5, 31.3, 23, 2, 23, 2, 18, 2, and last year 17. So he's a scorer. And that's what the Clippers want.
But you talk about Washington.
No, I'm telling you, the Wizards, he was 23, 22, 25, 30, 31, 30, 23, 23.
They ain't trying to win no games.
I'm just giving you what his stats were.
Yeah, but
I'm giving you his stats.
Hey, Larry,
So what I'm saying is the Clippers were looking for someone to fill in. I told you that 2 weeks ago. That's what they said they were going to do when they traded Norman Powell. That they was going to sign Bradley Beal. Or they just want somebody to pick up those buckets. That's all they want.
All right. Donald, what's your thoughts, man?
Well, I think Pastor got a good point. If he stay healthy,
Yes.
you know, that's the big key. And I don't see him staying healthy. I mean, when you accumulate a lot of injuries over the years, at a certain point, I don't think you turn it around. You know, very few people you'll find turn it around. And he was never that strong physical guy so I don't see him staying healthy. And I don't see the Clippers doing much with him. I think he's going to be out like he normally do.
He worse than Anthony Davis. He hasn't played a full year since 2019.
Wow.
That's since his days with the Wizards.
Yes, exactly.
So what, Bishop Bruce, what's your thoughts, man?
I think Phoenix did what Philly needed to do with Embiid. Found a sucker. They found a sucker to get rid of Bradley Beal. You know what I mean? Because this guy been hurt too. Larry said he wasn't hurt. This guy been hurt. He haven't played a full season in how long?
Since 2019.
Yeah.
But I tell you something about when he was with Washington, and that got something to do with that 30-point average. When John Wall went out, he carried Washington.
He did.
He carried Washington by himself almost when John Wall went down.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't agree with that he's not a good player. He's a great player. He's a great offensive player. He carried that Washington team. You know,
The Lakers
but
tried to
now,
get him for like 5 years, but they wanted too much for him. They couldn't get him.
right,
They tried to trade for Bradley Beal for like 5 years.
exactly. But he should be on that boat with all them other guys, LeBron, Kevin Durant, and all them on that ship sailing right on out of the NBA because they finished.
Yeah. So you know,
Hey,
That banana
what
boat.
you trying to say? Me be free? Me be free?
He said down the banana boat.
Yeah,
No.
they paid him.
Hey, Henry, if he couldn't
Yep.
make it on a team with Booker and Durant, what he gonna do? What he gonna do down there with the Clippers?
Take up space.
No, yeah. Well, we'll see how it work out. So, look, you guys, let's do some NFL football. I'm going to start one topic, then Larry, I'm going to turn over to you because I know you had a couple you wanted to cover. I don't know if anybody else, but in the NFL, I want to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, they just signed T.J. Watt to a 2-year extension for $123 million, making him the highest paid non-quarterback player. They got Jalen Ramsey, they got TK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers, and now, so they're in the AFC North, I think it's called, with Baltimore, Cincinnati, and the Cleveland Browns. So now Pittsburgh is getting all these stars and all these. What are you guys' real expectations of what the Steelers are going to do? Are they going to be a bust? Are they going to make the playoffs? What do you think? Bishop, let's start with you. What's your thoughts?
You see them 2 words over my head in my background? Start saying it now. The problem here is not necessarily the stars they're bringing in. They've got to get the Social Security recipient out of there. They're going to need a real quarterback. I mean, Aaron Rodgers had his best days. They're way behind him. You ever seen that person that, still think they fast as lightning? Aaron Rodgers is going to be a good fill-in, but he should not be basically their starting quarterback. I don't know what Pittsburgh is going to do. They got a couple of great receivers. They got a decent secondary. That defensive line, I'm not sure what to say about that. I haven't watched them in a minute, but from the words I've been hearing, I don't see Pittsburgh doing a whole lot. And being in that division, their division record, I think they play each other twice, so that's what, 6 wins? Yeah, they'll be doing good.
Or losses.
They're doing great if they can get 2 out of 6 wins.
Yeah.
That's just their division. I didn't count anybody else.
Okay, what's your thoughts, Anthony? Yeah, you, Ant.
I don't know who the backup quarterback is. But I'm sure that he'll be the starter by midseason.
The water boy, Anthony.
It's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers the backup.
Aaron Rodgers got to
Yeah,
be the
well,
starter.
no, they both showed. Yeah.
He the starter and the backup.
No, I think they got those other guys because they know Aaron Rodgers going to get hurt. So they already got their backups lined up already.
They got a guy from Ohio State.
They might have brought in Cooper Rush.
So, Larry,
He went to the Ravens.
What's your thoughts, Larry, on Pittsburgh? What did they have done? What do you
They have done nothing. They have done nothing. They bought in one receiver and gave away their best receiver. Okay, they bought in a bum at quarterback that I can play quarterback as well as he can, and I can't play. Because I'm almost 70. Aaron Rodgers is washed up. They paid that defensive end all that money, extra money, and he on his way down.
We talking about Jalen Ramsey?
No,
I'm talking about their defensive man, number 90. Their defensive line is old. Okay, Hayward and them getting ready. They need to retire. This probably they got 1 or 2 years left. What I expect out of the Steelers to finish maybe 3rd in their conference or 4th. They have no way of beating the Ravens. No way beating the Ravens. Cincinnati might get him, and Cleveland might get him. You know,
So are they gonna make the playoffs?
they might not. Not with that quarterback.
All right, Pastor, what's your thoughts?
Well, I don't like the moves they made. I agree with him. He got rid of their best wide receiver, but he was having a lot of mental problems. So that's why they got rid of him. That's just the Tomlin. That's the Tomlin thing. I think they're gonna do just what they did last year. Tomlin's still gonna have a winning record. The streak's gonna still be alive. I don't think they'll make the playoffs though. I think they'll finish ahead of Cleveland, but behind everyone else. Yeah, that's the defense though, Larry. You seldom short. The defense is good, and they brought in some more defensive help. T.J. Watt is a man. He's a tough dude, man. Yeah, the defense is stout. Jalen Ramsey is living on reputation. I mean, I loved him with the Rams, but I've seen him get beat too many times. Late in the last couple of years, I've seen him get beat too many times, man. So I think he's living on reputation right now. But yeah, I think the Tomlin will keep his record, winning streak alive, but they ain't gonna make no more noise than that.
What's your thoughts, Donald?
Well, I'm thinking the same thing. Pastor said. He pretty much took it out of my mouth. They're not gonna do too much. They'll probably be fourth place in their division, third, somewhere around there. Nah, they ain't gonna race. I don't see them did nothing really. Their defense might be good, but offense is what they're gonna really need kicking. I don't see a lot of that right now.
Yeah, are they gonna make the playoffs?
No.
What about you, Bruce?
What I don't understand is that they gave up Fields, and Russell for this guy after seeing what he did 2 years with the Jets. How could I could see them giving up Russell if they're gonna get rid of guy, but not Fields. I mean, Fields is much younger than Russell was. You know what I mean? And he had little signs where he could play a little signs, but Aaron Rodgers, man, he was 2 years. What he played? 14 seconds the first year he was with the Jets. You know what I mean? And came back and messed up everything last year. I just don't understand how they could pick him. I think it was a panic move.
What?
I think the owner wanted him. I don't see this as a Tomlin thing. I think it was over his head that they wanted him.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't know why they brought in Aaron Rodgers, because they had two quarterbacks. They could have kept Fields, and also in the draft, they went past Sanders and some other quarterbacks. They could have drafted, and they didn't do it. And the guys that they brought in, like Pastor was saying, Ramsey, he's more on reputation now. So I don't really think, and being in the same division with Baltimore, and then also I don't know who else they got to play with in the AFC.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's in their division, so they got played in twice. They got played Cleveland twice and Baltimore twice. So you can easily have 5 losses right there. It just all depends, So I just don't see them really doing anything. They might, depends on what the other teams do. They might slip in the wild card. Don't they? In the wild card, they may squeeze in there, but that's it for them. I see. Yeah. So Larry, you mentioned something about Kansas City or something in football. Anybody got any football topics they want to talk about?
Yes, they start the season. Kansas City start the season off against Philadelphia. Now their first 6 games, they got the Ravens, they got Detroit. The
0-3 so far.
The schedule is they got the Giants, and the schedule is stacked. But I believe they're gonna come out here undefeated. They're gonna show off the bat, off the tip. They open up against Philadelphia.
Henry, can I ask Larry a question? What kind of rain is coming down in your part of Maryland?
We'll see day one.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry, I want to ask you this now. You said they start the season off against Philly, right?
Right.
Are
It's a
they playing
loss.
in Philly or are they playing in Kansas City?
They played in Kansas City at Arrowhead.
Okay.
Still a loss.
So now you remember the
No, they're playing
Super
in Philly
Bowl
because
score,
there's been
right?
advance.
How the game was.
Playing in Philly.
They play in Philly?
That's a double loss.
Hey,
Not
so
only gonna lose
Yeah,
the
the
game,
defending Super Bowl champ. Defending Super Bowl champs always play at home on opening night.
So
Yeah.
Larry,
Hold on, Eagles are playing the
that wasn't
Cowboys.
no close
Eagles playing
game,
Cowboys.
man.
What?
That wasn't even close.
Opening night?
hey, I just got
Opening night, it's the Cowboys and the Eagles. And then the next day on Friday, the Chiefs are at LA to take on the Chargers. So they start off with the Chargers.
Nobody saw what the Chargers.
if the
No, I thought the Cowboys start with the Rams.
No, Cowboys opening nights, the Cowboys at the Eagles on NBC, and then the next night it's Chiefs at the Chargers on YouTube. That's going to be YouTube's first.
Okay.
First,
well, Larry,
first
you
game.
get a win there.
That's regular season?
Yep.
You get a win there, Larry.
I want Philly.
I'm gonna tell you like this: when they play Philly, I got
be careful what you
Larry. Push. They still hurting from the last time they experienced that shit.
When Kansas City in that Super Bowl, that game wasn't even close.
No.
You guys agree? Was that game close?
No.
Of the blowout
There
from the
was
beginning.
a blowout, man. I was shocked. I was like,
And they were
I ain't
slow
never seen
starting,
Patrick
too.
Mahomes. He even gave up. He was sitting like, this game is over.
Nah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Larry. I think you better look over your schedule again, man. Anybody else got any football topics they want to talk about?
Well, I know, Larry, the Chiefs just signed the offensive lineman. Who did they sign? They gave all that money to, so they're trying to
The guy
protect.
from the Cowboys, man. The former Trey Smith, I think his name.
I think so. Yeah.
Former Cowboy.
Yeah, they had to do something because that's why they got killed. You know, they couldn't protect them against that Eagles front line.
Right.
Nobody could be protected from that Eagles front line.
So real quick, so before anybody's come up with another football topic or anything, so tonight is the WNBA All-Star having their 3-point contest. But my question I want to ask you guys is your thoughts. Caitlin Clark is not playing. She got hurt. So even though they're playing in Indiana, do you guys think that their TV ratings are going to take a big hit because she's not playing? I see you shaking your head, Bishop, so let's start with you.
I don't think it's going to take a big hit because you got to remember, although Caitlin Clark is, and she's a good player, don't get me wrong, she's a great player. I got to give her due credit, but she is not the second coming. She is not the MJ of the WNBA. These media people tend to forget those Cooper and Leslie and all those who built the WNBA to what it is today. And then to put this on her shoulder like she's going to be the female version of Larry Bird, I don't think so. I think it's going to be what it's going to be. End of story.
What about you, Anthony?
Oh, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. I mean, look, again, the league is doing a disservice to themselves. I get it. They want to appeal to the MAGA crowd, basically. Let's just come right out and say it. But you've got Reese, you've got Asia Wilson, you've got Paige Beckers. There's enough superstar power in the WNBA where they can include all of them. But the fact that they're trying to, I mean, even David Stern, in his wisdom, never tried to make it a focus on one guy. Even during the Jordan era, even during the LeBron era, he pushed other players. Yes, they were more identifiable, but you gotta push the whole league. And what's interesting is that their CBA is coming up, and the absolute worst thing that could happen to them right now is to have another breakout season and then go on strike, because they'll become for the regular sports fan, they'll become MIA if that happens.
What's your thoughts, Larry?
POA, should I say? I'm sorry.
Yep.
You know, it's like this. There's a phenomenon about her, okay? And a lot more people would tune in just to see what she does, you know, especially white people would tune in to see what she does, just to see, you know, did she make history or something like that. Without her playing, that's gonna cause a lot of people not to watch it. The ratings will go down.
What do you think, Bruce?
I think they'll still watch. I know the ratings will drop a little bit, but I think they'll still watch, and it's enough excitement. See, the crowd that she brought is all for the wrong reason. See, because it's nothing wrong with her with her crowd loving her. But what they do, they put everybody else in the back. They don't care about nothing else but her. They don't care about the bad part is they don't even care about nothing else, nobody else on her team. You know what I mean? If I'm a start a team, I want Kelsey Mitchell as my starting shooting guard. I don't care who else in the league. I want her as my starting shooting guard because that girl can go.
Yes, she
You know
can.
what I mean?
Yep.
But they it's not like they love the WNBA. They love her. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can't shut everybody else out. And even when she don't play, they'll say she's a great coach. They don't even want to get the girls on the team credit. You know what I mean? Kelsey Mitchell got 30 points and missed 4 shots, and they want to talk about the 4 shots that she missed. You know what I mean? That's not fair. I just don't think it's fair to the other girls in the league.
I agree. Donald,
Matter of fact, never mind the other girls on her team.
Yeah.
Listen, what Bruce saying is totally true, and he's absolutely right. But it don't mean nothing because the media is the one that drives the force.
I just said
And
that.
they done already pushed Caitlin Clark out there. So I'm going to agree with Larry 100%. The ratings might not drop way down, but
Right.
they're going to drop down far enough where they're going to feel it. Caitlin Clark and Bishop. Caitlin Clark, yes, she could be the next Michael Jordan, Larry Bird. It's the media that pushed them guys, and it's the media that's going to push her. Ain't nothing we can do about it. The media is the driving force all the time. So, yes, I think they're going to take a hit. Yes, I think she's a superstar. She deserves all that she's getting. And I hear you, Bruce, but she is just that good. And I think
And listen, I'm a big fan of hers, brother.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of hers, man. I haven't seen nobody in the league that passed the way she do.
So,
you know, now shooting's a different story because she not where her fans want her to be shooting. But as of her passing that ball, hey man, she's second.
she can give you 30 points.
No, when?
Well, she's struggling right now.
Well, right now, but she can give you 30.
Yeah, but see, Donald, the bad part about this is when she came out of college, all her fans said she's gonna start out averaging 30 points. Everybody that watched the WNBA knew that wasn't gonna be true because it's a different game. You know what I mean? But they want her to come in and let her shoot her threes with no defense. It don't work like that in the pros. And she ain't gonna never average 30 points. She may never average 25.
Well, like I said, the media is the driving force.
Yeah, but you know what else too they do? They use her fans as suckers because everybody else tickets is say $10. Hers is 70. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just using that figure. They're much more than that.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I don't think that's fair to her fans.
She's the cash cow. She's the cash cow.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, and so I agree. It's the ratings gonna drop, and then her fans are going to talk about how the ratings drop since she wasn't there. You know, is how much you need her and how much and like Ant said, is they're targeting a specific group of audience. You know, we know what that is, and they're gonna push her. They're gonna push her, and it's nothing she can do about it, and nothing we can do about it because They're just going to push her, and it is going to drop because, like I said, some people, and like me, see, I'm a casual fan of WNBA. I haven't watched that one game. I just can't. It's just not my thing. But if they were playing in the All-Star game, like say, I might tune in to see, what's she doing in the All-Star game. But if she ain't playing, I ain't watching it all. It's just me, you know.
Right.
Yeah, but see, last year was one of her best years, and she made the All-Star team, and she ended up with only 4 points. Where everybody thought, all the fans thought she was gonna go off because it was an All-Star team, and she was playing with top talent.
Right.
But she ended up, the game got away from her, and they really saw the real stars of the WNBA, but they don't want to hear that.
Right.
So she only had 4 points in the All-Star game last year. But the only reason she's the captain because of her fan base. They know what they're doing. Like somebody said, they know what they're doing now.
Oh yeah.
They know where that money
got
comes from.
the most votes. She set the record for the most votes.
Yeah, but there's no way in the world nobody gonna get more votes than her. The way her fan base back her.
Yeah.
It's no way possible. She could have sat out the whole year and still got the most fan votes.
Yep.
So like tonight, she was supposed to be in the 3-point contest. So I was just wondering how much of the ratings is going to drop, because everybody have to admit that since she joined the league last year, everywhere all the arenas that she have gone into, they sell out when she's there.
Henry, the year before Clark got in there, the WNBA package, like they do the NBA thing, was $19. This year it's 37.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that,
and Indiana's the only team where all of their games are either on national television or regional, so that they can be seen there, either because they have games on Amazon Prime, on CBS Sports Network.
right.
There's only a handful of, I think maybe only 3 of their games are not on national TV. So they there's an agenda. There's a pure agenda that the league is pushing this year.
Yeah.
Well,
But you know what? You know what else too, Amp? They don't have, Indiana don't have the biggest fan base no more, you know.
No,
Oh
they
no,
don't.
well, they don't even play. They don't even play. I think they only play a handful of games at the Costco Fieldhouse. I believe for next year they're actually going to try to play a game at the Hoosier Dome.
Yeah, but I'm saying is Golden State, the expansion team.
Yeah, the Valkyries. Yeah,
they got the biggest fan base of all of them, and this is their first year.
Yeah, and the thing is, they may make the playoffs, and Indiana at this point in time right now probably won't.
Yeah, they'll make it. Both of them will make it.
Well, Indiana's gonna have to, they're gonna have to make a run. But right now, I think Golden State's got the last spot. If again, it's mid-season, but right now Golden State's in and Indiana's not.
Yeah, because that game that Golden State beat them propelled them in front of Indiana.
Yeah, that would be the tiebreaker. That'd be the tiebreaker.
Right.
Well, I'll simply say this, and like I said it earlier, and I'll say it again: the media and those people behind them. And if you pay attention to what they're doing with Caitlin Clark in the political world, does it look any different? Get and whoever's listening, my opinion and my opinion only. Don't freak out over it. The worst president you've ever seen. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But they just believe in what she's going to do. Caitlin Clark, I got nothing against her. I said it. She's a great player. But WNBA is more than just Caitlin Clark. Too many great players.
And Bishop, you are totally right there. But the only thing we all have to acknowledge, she's the money maker.
She's the cash cow.
Right.
So Captain Will already said that.
So when it comes to that, that's why everybody pushing it, because even the TV ratings, they want. That's why Indiana, like Anthony was saying, all their games pretty much is on all the national TVs, channels, because she has that fan base that people come out, they watch her, or wherever she goes, every place she go, every arena is sold.
And listen, you're not saying anything wrong, Henry.
Yeah.
We know that's going to happen. If the WNBA has a brain in their head, they're going to take that product and master it to the place and point that they can get max money out of it. That
Oh,
only
they did that already, brother. They
Well, no,
already did that.
I'm making a statement that's general. They did that for this crew that just came in. They tried to make a story between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark once they got to the WNBA. Brittany, going down the line, who do you want to choose? Everybody that was a superstar in college basketball, they're pressing and pushing them. They just push her a little bit harder because she reaches that Midwestern crowd that we ordinarily would not
Now,
see
this is different.
at a basketball game.
This is different altogether. This is different altogether.
A political thing, but go ahead.
It's nobody that ever been pushed like this since Larry Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. And the reason I said the league already did this because they saw where this was headed, and they didn't mess around. They put all the things in their room and made it happen. They raised the tickets up on the Indiana fans. Everywhere you go, they got to pay more. That's not fair. It's still the same game. Why would you raise the tickets when you know you're going to have a sellout anyway?
It's business. It's just.
I understand that. I understand that. But I'm saying,
so for
if
you
you
and
look
I,
at all the other teams, they still got the same prices. I
I'm
know what they're doing. I know it's business, but I'm saying it's not fair to her fans. That's what I'm saying.
I won't say whether it's fair or not, but let's take the New York Liberty and then do the LA Sparks. Okay, Indiana is paying the same price that those teams have been paying from day one because those are your two largest, and Chicago, your three largest markets. All they're doing is meeting the standard. If you were to take the three markets and compare them, there's not a whole lot of difference in the price. The difference.
It is a big difference, brother. It's a few $100 difference.
Let me finish. The big difference is the media. That's the difference right there.
I'm telling you, brother. The price is different that they paying to watch their game. We're not talking about the hype now. We're talking about the way they put the price on the Indiana fans to get in the game.
If they pose
it's much more than any team ever paid. Well, check it out. Don't take my word.
No, I'll check it out because I'm not going to quote whether it's the highest. I would say it's among.
It's the highest.
I'll say it's among them. I don't know. I'm not going to quote that, and I'm not going to rebut that. But all I'm simply saying is it all starts with the media. Give Caitlin Clark her she's the sacrificial lamb, so to speak, for the WNBA. And unfortunately,
well, supply and demand, bro. Supply and demand. That's all it is. Supply and demand. Supply and demand. They got nothing to
say it any way you want to say it. The bottom line is
that's not the media, though. That's supply and demand. They want to come see her.
Yeah.
So wherever she go, you're gonna have to pay top dollar to see her if you want to see her. Supply and demand.
That's what I'm saying.
Henry, to add even more to that, the Connecticut team here, the Connecticut team here, the Connecticut Sun, they play at the Mohegan Sun. When they played Indiana this year, they played them at the TD Gardens in Boston.
Wow.
Yep.
They went all the way out of the state.
Supply and demand.
Wow.
They had to because
it's got nothing to do with the media. Like Walt said, it's got nothing to do with the media. She's the cash cow, and they milking her. They milking it, brother.
Yeah, they milking it. So,
all you got to do is look at the prices of all the entry fees on every team in the league, and you will see what I'm saying.
And remember, they're expanding too now. They got 3 more. You're gonna have a team in. They're going to
Detroit,
to Philly. They're going back to Portland, and Detroit. Okay. They're bringing 2 teams back that they left to those.
Yeah.
Okay. So does anybody else got any topics they want to cover before we?
I got a question. He said that the first game for Kansas City is what? Because I got tickets right here.
Yeah, I just looked at it. No.
Their first home game is with Philly, week 2.
That's week 2.
road. They start the season on the road at
they play week 2, the 14th.
Yeah.
they play Philly. That's going to be the Fox national game week 2.
Yeah,
They're
week
hosting
2.
Philly.
Philly,
And
Philly
they
played
go
Dallas
into
the very
Arrowhead,
first game.
and they're gonna get smashed.
Larry.
We'll
See,
see.
Larry.
We'll see.
Hey Henry,
And Ernie,
he
the
might put that
expansion team,
Kansas City background back up.
the expansion team has the highest ticket price. Golden State
Wow.
has the highest average ticket price.
Wow.
Wow.
That
They
is
milking, hey, what? They milking them too.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, in that area, they got all the people that work for Microsoft and all of it. So
That's
most
right.
of the people make the most money. Probably.
And they've sold out they've sold out every game too with
Right.
Golden State team.
So they make a lot of money up there in that area in Seattle. They got all the Microsoft and
it rains
Amazon
so
and
much. Where
all
you
the
going?
people that come all up there. Hey, so does anybody else got any topics they want to cover before we close out?
Well, Layla Ali, you guys think this fight gonna happen?
Oh yeah, that's a good one, Don.
Y'all think it's gonna happen? I mean,
I hope
Nah.
it doesn't, for her
No.
sake.
I mean, well, Layla said if your money's right, but I think it's another Mike Tyson and whoever
Jake
Paul
Paul.
guy is, because that girl Carissa ain't nothing to play with, man.
So ain't.
What's the
Now,
Now, if Layla was young, I'll go with Layla, but man, Carissa ain't nothing to play with.
I have everybody,
you.
everybody's email or on Facebook, but I sent you guys a clip and watching that girl fight, man. And I mean, there was one where they were doing a weigh-in, and her opponent was up in her face. The next thing you know, they showed the whole homegirl like a tree that just got cut down.
wow.
Look,
So what's the
see,
age
I'm
between them
saying
two?
that Layla Ali is way smarter than y'all think. She jumped
Well,
up
she is.
and she said 15 to 20 million, but she knows she can't beat this girl. But she do
No.
got a plan on staying alive. I know what I would do. If they gave me 20 million, I call a girl up and I say, I'm gonna add 5 more million to your purse.
But
Let's
Don,
go fight.
Don, she from nothing, man. She from like in the hood. You know, you see the movie, The Fire Within? That's about her,
Yeah,
man.
it is. My wife
Yeah,
made me
man.
watch it. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Good movie.
Good,
Okay.
Tell you honestly,
What's
if I was
the age
Layla, I'd take the
between them
money,
two?
but I
Anybody
hope she
know?
got good insurance. That's all I can say.
Anybody know the age difference between the two fighters? If they fight?
At least 15, 20, 50.
Oh, I think at least 17. It's up there.
Yeah.
I just saw it.
20 years
I
Way
think
up there.
Layla Ali's like, what, 37? Or,
Yeah.
Something like that. And this young lady's what, 20, 19, 20, 21, something like
no,
that?
she older than that.
Ali, she older than 37, ain't she?
She might be 47. I mean, yeah,
this
she up there,
lady
man.
about
Was,
28, I think, ain't she?
In sports years, Layla is in the dog park with a sweater on and collecting Social Security. But I mean, listen. Hey, listen. You got a chance to make $20 million. I mean, fix me up. Fight Mike Tyson for $20 million. I may need a new face, but I'm going to get that fight.
All you gotta do is pull a Michael Spinks.
That's what you got to do.
And how long did that last? And Bruce, how long did that last? He ran left, ran right. It was a football play because he ran.
Only difference is, Bishop, they probably won't get you out of the locker room.
Hey, Ernie, it lasted about long as Aaron Rodgers' first year with the Jets.
You're right about that. That was about how long it lasted too. And here's
Her last fight was in 2007.
I stand corrected.
Whoa.
Say that again.
17 years, right?
Her last fight was in 2007.
That's about right. But that Michael
She's 47. I didn't realize Layla's 47.
Yeah, so I said 47. I thought, yeah.
Yeah, I knew she was out of her 30s.
47.
Age difference, man. So she's like 20 years old, younger.
I thought I just saw it. I thought it was 47, Larry. Yeah, I mean, Aunt. Go ahead.
She just talking. Little Ali just talking. She don't mean that.
And how old is the other girl?
I'm gonna tell you, if the money's right, she got. I don't know how old is that girl. Let me look.
Carissa Shields, she in her 20s.
Wow.
Yes, she is.
Yeah,
30. Carissa's 30.
Carissa Shields' age.
Oh, she's 30. Okay. So
All right.
it's still 17 years difference.
Mhm.
So somebody said it, so that's about right. And that's a big age
Yeah, that's
difference. Yeah. But we'll
And
see.
she ain't nothing to play with though. She was like, "I've been waiting for you." She said, "I've been waiting for you."
Yeah.
What does that have to
She ain't
wait?
nothing to play with.
Yeah.
I watched the fights Saturday. They had it on TV. They had like 4 fights.
Was that mixed martial arts when she was fighting?
No, they was boxing.
Because
boxing. Yeah.
maybe 2 weeks ago she beat this girl her first mixed martial arts fights.
Now, you
Okay.
gotta
And she won. That was her first one getting into the martial arts.
You got
Okay.
physique on Clarissa. Look at her physique alone, man. If that ain't intimidating, I don't know what is. She got more muscles than I do.
Yeah. But right now they don't have an agreement right now. Just
No, they just
No,
talking.
no. Yeah.
Just talk now.
They just talking.
Like Donald said, Lila Ali looking for that money.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not mad at her either.
Yeah,
No,
Nope.
heck no. Better believe it.
Yeah.
Let me find a way to make $20 million. Hey,
All right.
crazy. I'm going to get the money.
So Bishop, you want to close us out tonight?
I can make that happen.
Okay.
First of all, we wanted to say thank God for our CEO and our leader, Jerry Green. Speedy recovery, my brother. You're already recovered, already healed. Just take some rest. We miss you. We love you. Looking forward to seeing you, hopefully on Tuesday, so you can stir up some more trouble. Good strife, good trouble. Y'all know Jerry Green. Anyway, let's go to the Lord. Father, we thank you for this great day, for this opportunity and chance to even have a chance to gather together in this setting. God, thank you for these great men who show up consistently every Tuesday and every Friday, God, for sports talk, and even more so, even behind the mic, behind the scenes when we're not on camera. Thank you for the camaraderie and for the fellowship. Heavenly Father, we bless you for each and every one of us, God. We thank you for the word and for the work that you put before us. Now, as you get ready to leave this place, but never your presence, continue to walk with us, continue to talk to us, continue to work in us. Use us for your glory, God. We need you to guide us, to guard us, to govern us, and even more so to protect us, first from ourselves and then from the things that tend to try to do us harm. Now, unto him who's able to present us faultless before his throne, to the only wise God be glory, majesty, dominion, and power, both now, henceforth, and forevermore. The great men of God said, Amen.
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 All right, you brothers, y'all have a great, great evening and weekend. And Bishop, enjoy your birthday tomorrow.
Hey, the party's getting ready to get started in just a few minutes.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
Happy birthday.
Pastor Walt's birthday is next week, y'all. So
Sunday,
right.
next Sunday. Next Sunday.
after you finish celebrating mine, take a day or so and recover, and we'll start all over again.
All right, praise God.
All right. Good night, everyone.
All
Good
right,
night.
Y'all have a good evening.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Don, is that Lakers shirt you got on? It looked like it.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'll see you later.